Hi, it's Greg Newson here, and I thought I'd just put this video together to give you a greater understanding of proper stress management, not only for pyroluria sufferers, but for all aspects of our health. So, most of us know that stress is bad for us, but what does it really do for a pyroluria sufferer? Before I go into that, I'm actually going to explain very basically the stress mechanisms within the body, how the body reacts to stress. So, if I come at you with a lump of 4B2, and I've got it in my hand here, and I'm about to take a swing at you, your body, or your eyes, firstly see that, and then they send a message to the brain, and the brain goes, oh my God, it freaks out. It sends a message to your adrenal glands located just above your kidneys, and those adrenal glands produce massive amounts of adrenaline. Okay, so what adrenaline does, it increases muscle strength, so that's good. It gets all the blood to the arms and the legs, so you've got the ability to run. You get better sight and hearing and smell, and you're more aware of everything that's going on. And you do that for one of two reasons, and that is to fight or flight, and hence that's why it's called the fight or flight response. So you're either going to stand and fight, or you're going to hightail it out of here and run away. Now, in today's society, then we have, I'll continue on with that, we then have some cortisol, which, because too much adrenaline is no good, so the adrenal glands secrete cortisol, which buffer the toxic effects of stress. But elevated cortisol within itself has a major, too much of that has major health impact for heart disease, nervous system, mental health, sexual systems, the whole muscular systems, the whole lot. So 10,000 years ago, when you and I were confronted by a saber-toothed tiger or a warring tribe, we had to run away. I don't think I'm going to fight a saber-toothed tiger. But today, we're stimulated all the time, and you see from the report of all these little things that can stimulate this adrenaline surge. There can be, worrying about the family, the kids, the money. There can be the violence on TV. There's a bomb blown up here. There's too hot, too cold. There's violent movies. There's drugs. There's alcohol. There's improper diet. There's improper digestion. All of those things, plus a whole heap more, cause that constant surge of adrenaline. Now, that constant surge of adrenaline, what it will do for the digestive system, it will slow down that whole digestive process, because when that flight response is activated, the blood that needs to go to the arms and the legs and to give you that strength is shunted away or removed away from what the body classifies non-essential organs, of which the digestive system is one of them. So food just sits there and it just goes, and it can sit there for ages, and it'll just slowly pass through, and the body won't absorb it. The stomach acid is decreased. The pancreatic enzymes are decreased. The ability to get the nutrients out of the food, hence, is decreased. So GABA, which we mentioned previously, which is B-calm is the nutrients, the precursor to GABA, but GABA is the major tranquilizing, calming neurotransmitter. So increasing GABA levels is really good to combat stress. So there's some great herbs that will do that as well, and there's some nutrients, magnesium, there's a whole heap of things that will help reduce stress. But obviously in the report we mention the things that you can do, the meditation, the Tai Chi, the exercise, the watching comedies, having a good time, all those type of music, all those type of things that can help. So obviously follow those. So stress also depletes vitamin B6, not a good thing. It also decreases vitamin C and magnesium, calcium, potassium, not good things, especially if you've got nervous system complaints. It destroys the beneficial bacteria in the gut. So when we were talking about digestion previously, I mentioned dysbiosis and candida and too many bad guys and parasites. So stress grows those and kills the guys that are protecting you, which then those guys make up that 70% of the immune system that we were talking about. So not a good thing. Worse if you're a pyroluria sufferer, because your B6 levels are already that low and we don't want them to go down to that low. So we've got to look at ways of managing stress. And if you look at it, stress, I spoke how important GABA was. Stress depletes GABA. Low GABA levels in anxiety, insomnia, racing mind, nervousness. It depletes serotonin. Well, serotonin, depression, anger, addiction to carbohydrates. Melatonin, insomnia, it's a major antioxidant. It's made from serotonin. So stress depletes those things. And those nutrients are really, 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 really important to support pyroluria sufferers. It shortens telomeres. So on your cells, on your genes, you've got these little tails. We call them telomeres, and they might start off that long, and as we age, they go, and when they're there, we're dead. So we want them to go as slow as humanly possible, but stress shortens them very quickly. Stress also fatigues the adrenal glands. They can't keep on pumping out the adrenaline and the cortisol all the time. They just get tired. And people that have tired adrenals, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, depression, anxiety. So it's a vicious circle that goes around and around and around. Stress causes leaky gut syndrome. We spoke about leaky gut syndrome, we spoke about digestion. Major cause of pyroluria. So you've got leaky gut syndrome causing stress, you've got stress causing leaky gut syndrome. So you've got to look at ways of getting things under control. So there's some little things that you can do, besides all that stuff in the report. Healthy diet, I've mentioned that all the time. I really am a big believer in the healthier your diet, the healthier the body, even if you're under stress. It's better to eat a healthy diet and be under stress than eat a plastic cheese hamburger diet and black cola drink and be under stress, because at least you're going to get some nutrients from the healthy diet. From the other diet, you're going to just drive up oxidative stress and really damage the body. So another thing, when you deep breathe, so you take a breath, and hold it as long as you can. You might take a deep breath and hold it for 10 seconds, and that might be as much as you can do. That actually reduces adrenaline secretion from the adrenal glands. And that's something that's free, and it's something you can do all the time. So, and I always tell people, time yourself when you take your first breath, and it's okay, I've done that for 10 seconds, and then keep on challenging yourself to go, okay, 15 seconds. 20 seconds. And what you're doing is you're strengthening your lungs, and you're improving your lungs' ability to breathe deeper. The more deep breaths you take, the more adrenaline that is decreased, and the more oxygenated and your blood's going to be, and healthier you're going to be. So music is another thing that it's a cheap, free thing that we can do. We can just put some music on, and we can listen to music, and music is vibrational energy. And you ever notice that music changes you? Music calms the savage beast. Certain music uplifts us, certain music calms us down. So music is really important to change the way we feel. So it's an important thing. Exercise is another important thing because it increases endorphins. Endorphins are these little chemicals in the brain, and they make us feel really good. We go, oh yeah, I want some more of those. Gimme, 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 gimme. Unfortunately, stress depletes all the nutrients that make endorphins, but exercise increases endorphins. So go through the list in the report and have a look at it. And if we look at stress, yes, it really upsets pyroluria sufferers, but it's a major cause of cancer, heart disease, diabetes, or any immune type disorders, I mentioned heart, fatigue, insomnia, the list, it goes on. It plays a role with a lot of things. So hopefully that's given you a bit more of an idea, or a bit more of an understanding of why we need proper stress management in the treatment of pyroluria. So if you need any help managing stress, or with pyroluria or digestive health, or anything that you'd like some help with to get your health back on track, we can organise Skype appointments. So please go to our website, go to contact us, fill in the form, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Until next time, this is Greg, and have a wonderful day.